Madden 21 update time! It's been a year and a half since we've had an update of Madden 21 franchise, and at the click of a button, hopefully they don't let us down. Gonna start the update, and just don't be an absolute stinker.
Eat corn and get RBT to 1 million subscribers by Christmas. Eat your corn. Love your corn. But you need to get RBT to 1 million subscribers by Christmas.
So as you guys know, Madden 21 finally coming out with a massive franchise update today, if you even call it massive. About as massive as we're gonna get for franchise mode. But the first of 3 updates they're planning on doing for franchise mode in Madden 21 today, gonna go over franchise mode, the new updates, and show you guys what they have added to franchise mode for the first time in like a year and a half. But hopefully guys do enjoy today's video, and if you do, make sure to smash a huge thumbs up. I might actually do a more extensive review of the update tomorrow, so if you want to see that, let me know by smashing a huge thumbs up, and 5,000 likes will make that happen. Also guys, make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't, because if and only if we do hit that 1 million subscription mark by the end of the year, we'll be doing a massive next-gen console giveaway to my subscribers and subscribers. Only 3 next-gen consoles being given away to my subscribers, but that's if and only if we do hit that 1 million subscription mark by the end of the year, so make sure to take that millisecond. Now let's click that subscription button if you haven't. Like, why not? Like, you can subscribe now, unsubscribe later, have a chance to win a free freaking next-gen console, and then unsubscribe if you hate me. But with that said, time to get into franchise mode. I think we're just gonna start a franchise and just look at everything and just be freaking happy. So let's just go ahead and select my Tennessee Titans. I really don't care about any of the settings. Let's just jump into this. And the first thing I do want to test out, I want to see, is there any differences like in the menus? Like, okay, everything's gonna be the same. I mean, maybe some sneaky things they did add in. So the first thing we should be able to see in the new update is we should be able to edit each and every player's superstar X Factor. So say I want to change Derrick Henry and his abilities. So let's check out how the heck do we do this. Can we edit it here? So abilities, yes you can! Let's go! I mean, like, obviously you're gonna have to unlock them. Like for example, Derrick Henry, to get max security, has to be a 70 overall receiving back, so you only get certain abilities for whatever your archetype is and whatever your overall archetypes are for each archetype. But at the same time, we can do Truz if I wanted to. Hold on, I didn't even know that a running back could get Truz. I feel like I've deceived my entire life up to this point. But for Derrick Henry, we can have Wrecking Ball, we can have Truz, we can have Freight Train. We'll give him Wrecking Ball. And for superstar abilities, he can have Spin Cycle, Bulldozer, Balance Beam, Second Wind, Return Man, and Tank. Is there any different ones here? You can get Energizer and some other ones that are decent, but he hasn't unlocked him yet because he's not a elusive back or a receiving back. He has Short Out Elite. But guys, so sick. Finally, we can edit and update the superstar X Factors within your franchise mode as an owner, as a coach. Let's just test out one more. Like, what does a guy like, let's do Patrick Mahomes. Like, what does he get? If there's any experiments at the top of your head that you guys want me to do now that we can edit the X Factors and abilities for each and every player, let me know in the comment section below, and I'll try my best to do whatever funky ideas you guys can come up with. But once again, for Patrick Mahomes, what can he get? So Bazooka, he literally can get everything. He can get Truz if he wants to, High-Low Deadeye, Pro Reads, you can get Omaha, Brick Wall, Freight Train. So I guess because Patrick Mahomes is at 99, he can literally get anything he wants to. So you literally can customize your Patrick Mahomes however you want to in your franchise mode. Like, he's gonna be so goddamn deadly because you can put the most OP of OP abilities on your Patrick Mahomes. It's unlike Ultimate Team where there's no freaking AP that you have to abide by, no freaking limit. So you can literally update these and change them however you freaking want to. But last thing I do want to look at real quick for the abilities, does any players have that ability in the game now where you can see your opponent's play? I think it was Jamal Adams that had it. I'm pretty sure they added it in. Is it universal coverage? I don't see it, so maybe they didn't. Or was it Earl Thomas? I feel like it was Earl Thomas that had that. Film Study was the name. I think Earl Thomas is a free agent. So doesn't he have, he's only a star now. But anyway, still freaking cool nonetheless that you can finally update the X Factors. And next thing we want to look at for today's video is the updated career stat menu. So we go into Tom Brady here, we go to stats and contracts, we can, there it is, yes! we can actually see his freaking career stats from each and every year. You can see what team he played for. So that's Tom Brady's freaking statistics. I think this was the Randy Moss year. 50 passing touchdowns that year. That's absolutely freaking mental. Like, you can see the most interceptions Tom Brady threw in his entire career. In one season, he had 14 interceptions in 3 seasons throughout his career. See how many times he was sacked. What about somebody that's been like a career journeyman? Like, how about Ryan Fitzpatrick? Like, you should be able to go into this and look at what team he's played for every year in his entire career. So this is sick, finally. I mean, I don't know why this ever got taken out, but glad they finally brought it back. So all the teams that Ryan Fitzpatrick played for in his career, he started off with the freaking Rams, with the Bengals, the Bills, the Texans, my Titans, the Jets, the Buccaneers, and now the Miami Dolphins. What's the most amount of touchdowns he threw in a season? 31 with the Jets, most picks he threw in a year, 23 with the Bills. So that's sick. Thank God they finally freaking updated this. So that's awesome. Now, next thing and last thing that we're going to look at for today's update for Madden franchise. Like, finally we got something. If you jump into the season, and once you get to week 13, there's supposed to be a playoff bracket. Starting week 13 of the regular season, there will be a things to do item that takes you to the current playoff picture if the season ended that week, including the seeding for each team that will be in the playoffs. So we're about to really quick get to week 13 and check out the brand new playoff bracket in Madden 21 franchise mode. So into week 13, let's see if they're a liar. There it is! Playoff bracket. View playoff picture. See who's in if the season ended today. There it is, my dudes. NFL playoffs 2020. What happens if you can't select anything? I guess that would obviously change once the playoffs actually begin. So as of right now, it looks like the Lions, how did the Lions get a bye? Like, as of right now. So that's funky. So the Ravens have the 1 seed. Last seed in the AFC is the Chargers right now, and in the NFC goes to the Rams, and the Lions have the 1 seed. So this is obviously brand new here in Madden 21 franchise, and it just makes me happy. There's something new like this. I mean, I know it's just a freaking bracket, and it took them 3 months to make it, but at the same time, you gotta be thankful for what we get. I wonder if they'll change it though, because apparently, if there's any changes to the actual NFL regular season, like if any games have to get actually canceled, I think the owners improved a 16-team playoff, and obviously now this is the new playoff format that has 7 teams, an extra wild card spot, and only 1 team has a first round bye. So obviously they have that now in the game, but that's just cool. That's cool. So I do want to jump to the playoffs themselves and see if, like, once you get to the playoffs, what happens when you select each matchup in the playoff bracket. So once we get to week 17 into the wild card round, we didn't make the playoffs, which kind of sucks, but playoff bracket here. So the Ravens get the 1 seed, the Packers in with the 1 seed in the NFC. They both got first round byes. The Lions fell all the way to 5. The football team gets the 4th seed. So you can see the seedings, which is pretty cool. So if you select here, like, what's the select button for? Because you can't select anything. I'm guessing if that was like your actual team that you're controlling, maybe it'll let you like play the game from here. So that's definitely pretty freaking neat. So, what else did they change? Like, I mean, there's some other things that we'll get into tomorrow to look at every little thing that they did update. But, I mean, so far, like, you get the general gist of what they've done in franchise mode. And I know it's nothing absolutely spectacular, but at the end of the day, like, in the current gaming age, like, we've got to be thankful for the few things that we do get, because companies just don't like this for whatever reason. They don't want franchise to be a big thing. But at least they did hear the concerns we had, and at least are putting some bit of effort forth to, like, actually improving franchise mode. So this is how the NFL playoffs ended up. Is going to be the 3 and 5 seed. Like, why are the Lions just randomly doing so good? So that AFC Championship game, Chiefs and Ravens, the number 1 seed goes down to the reigning Super Bowl champions. In the NFC Championship game, it was the Lions 5 seed and the Seahawks the 2 seed. It actually, okay, so that's what it is. That's what it freaking is. After the games are played, you just simply can click on that matchup and it brings you to the box store. So that's actually freaking neat. So there is actually a use for the select button. So if you click on the Super Bowl, yes, since it didn't happen, you can't click on it. But that's actually, I like the playoff bracket. It just makes things a little bit more neat, a little more crisp. It does look like Super Bowl 55 was won by the Chiefs, back-to-back Super Bowls. But at the end of the day, that's the Madden 21 franchise update. If you haven't got on Madden 21 today, you simply can just go update the game. This will be in your franchise mode. And the last thing that I do want to check out before we get out of today's video is see if in existing franchises, the updates also counted. So this is an existing franchise. This is my members franchise that I still am doing over on the second channel. Just haven't had a chance to edit the next episode yet. But if you go into, let's just look at one of the players. If we go into my roster, I'm interested to see if that's even a possibility that the updates came into an existing franchise. I don't know how it would, but if it did, fair play to EA. So this was an existing franchise that was created like 2 months ago. If we go to stats and contracts, and there it is. So yes, in your existing franchises, the updates have been made.